Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back. This is Daily Trading Analysis with a quick market update for today, March the 6th. So today, in the absence of big economic data, we were waiting for continuation. That said, factory orders month over month still in the negative. We were expecting minus 1.8, so minus 1.6 factory orders continuing, showing signs of lack of demand destruction. And in the absence of economic data today, we got Goldman Sachs saying that Apple price target is set to 200. So this pushed the stock super high, and with that, Apple basically moved the market. Remember that Apple has almost 2.5 trillions of market cap and has almost 15% of the weight on the S&Ps and the Nasdaq. So pushing Apple 3.28%. Look at this daily. This is unbelievable gap, and we are reaching this interesting level of 550 and Y57, 157, and 199 could reach this. So let's start by tracking and charting these levels. I mean, Apple is one of the best stocks in the world, and I think today got a nice move. Independently of if you trust or not trust these price target catalysts, I think Apple did move. So maybe this is another buy the rumor, sell the fact. But what is sure is that Apple, Microsoft 1.50, and overall the entire Nasdaq, we will talk about Tesla later. The entire Nasdaq pushed higher today, and we are approaching really interesting levels. So for the Nasdaq, 12,800 might be some kind of big level, but I'm concerned about this candle. Let's see how we end up closing today, because if we reject this level, this pivot, I think we are super strong. But don't get me wrong, I'm bullish, but I think we are too much on the hype. And this week has really important news, and let's see how we end up closing today. But what is sure is that we need to close about 12,400. That would open, really open the case for this big level, 12,700 and beyond. But first, we need to maybe pull back a little bit. We pull back one time, a second time, and perhaps we may be doing lower lows in here on the pullback. We have to hold this last week high, that we got on Friday at 12,300. We need to hold that today, and more than that, we need to close on a bullish manner for the bull case to stay in place. This pivot is quite important, and this week is also quite important, so we have to be patient and react to these moves. What is sure is that Apple today moved the market, and congratulations, bulls. I was quite surprised here that we didn't start ripping, but once we broke this wedge, we end up ripping again. Look at this moving average, and we are still holding quite strong. So congratulations, everyone. Apart from that, dollar, well, is weakening. Dollar is weakening. It can't hold 105, and we are right now at 104.1. Yields are in the green. The 10-year is super important because the 10-year is what is called the recession yield, and those are basically priced in by the bonds market, not as the 2-year yield that is priced by the Fed, basically the short term. But the 10-year pulling back this much yesterday on Friday shows that maybe bonds market are starting to say, be careful with the recession yield. The 10-year is the most important yield of the entire bonds market, in my opinion. I think in the opinion of a lot of analysts. So follow this 10-year, and if this 10-year starts to pull back and the 2-year remains strong, the yield curve that will deepen even lower. Look at this. I was watching this and we are basically going deeper, almost 1% inverted in the yield curve of the 10-year minus the 2-year. This is the Federal Reserve versus the market, the bonds market. So follow that. No change on the terminal rates. 5.5 still remain the terminal rates. And sector funds, look at this, XLK, XLY, a lot of green across the board on the sector funds, and XLY, XLP ratio, this ratio is almost flat. So I think markets are continuing higher based on the bullish sentiment and bullish momentum last week, but we have to wait for tomorrow, start seeing some kind of big news. Remember, tomorrow at 10 a.m. Fed Chair Powell testimony. This is super important. Be careful with what is said. On Wednesday, JOLTS, job openings. Then Thursday, jobless claims. And Friday, non-farm payrolls and the big one, unemployment rate. So be careful with the price action this week because everyone is so bullish, everything is so long that maybe if we start seeing another set of bad economic data, we may end up regretting buying this high. So be patient as always. Thank you for your time. If you found this video useful, please remember to click the like button and subscribe to the channel to receive notifications when I upload new videos. Remember that I upload new videos every single day for market forecast, market updates, and market recaps. I appreciate your time. And remember, the trading day is not over yet. Take profits. Take profits and take profits. Discipline and risk management are key for success. Stay safe, everyone.